Now, here are Morgan Streetman and Roxanne Wilder.
Well, good morning, fellas. Good to see Morgan Streetman. Good to see Pat George. It's good to see human beings in general. It's good to make eye contact with people. And
even though we're through the looking glass here, again, obviously I'm quarantined over here. That's okay. Beasley
we're self-isolating.
Beasley
You're quarantined. You're safe. Yes.
Well, it is kind of funny just thinking about it. How fast things have changed in our world.
I thought of that this morning. We had our very first coronavirus patient March 2nd.
Was that when in Florida?
In Hillsborough County.
In Hillsborough County.
Our first one, March 2nd. Mm-hmm. And look, we're just a little into April now.
Month later.
Wow.
And everything's different. No more shaking hands.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that'll come back. We've talked some about that. I don't think the personal touch is coming back here. I still see Vice President Pence at the press conferences grabbing people and stuff by the back and patting them on the back, the generals and other military people and other people that are involved at the press conference. But by and large, I think people, if you go to try to give somebody a hug in a couple of months, let's say we get through this in a couple of months, you go try to give somebody a hug, they're going to
run.
Stand back,
yes.
sir.
Oh, yeah.
Just a minute.
What about kids? What about kids, though? Because they are going to go and play with each other. And are we going to start to tell them, hey, don't touch your friends, don't, what's society going to be like for the long term?
This may be a new cultural thing. I had somebody come into my office. Now, this is a couple of weeks ago, and the person was kind of lost. They were looking for an attorney that apparently used to be in the office that I'm now in. And she had her I think it was her grandkids with her. But boy, was she telling them, every time, a couple of seconds would pass, she would correct it. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. And they had on those little gloves that you used to get, like you see the bakers wear at Publix, just the clear plastic ones. Not the ones that you see people wearing at the hospital, just those clear plastic ones. But the kids had those gloves on. But even still, she was saying, don't touch. And of course, at that time, I'm thinking, goodness gracious, this is just a strange scene playing itself out here in my office.
As a mom, I've always kind of followed the rule of thumb. Okay, don't touch it if it's hot. And don't touch it if it's poisonous, and don't touch it if it's sharp. But everything else, that's how they develop, especially toddlers. They're developing their sensory skill sets, and so it's kind of important. But now we have to worry so much about these germs. And what's going to happen once we get back into society, and we do need those good germs to build immune systems and to, have the normal exchange. If everything is too sanitized, didn't we hear about that prior to all this? Too much sanitization can be bad for us overall.
Yeah, right. We can develop kind of like blind spots in our immune systems where they aren't ready for what's coming. Are we going to get back to children licking the trash can? That's what we all want to know. Are we going to get back there?
Yeah, good memory, Mark.
No, the water fountain. When they try to put their mouth on the water fountain, they're too short. They put their mouth right over it.
And they end up making out with the water fountain. And you go, yeah, I really want to go use that now.
Thank you for listening to the Morgan Streetman Show. We hope you enjoyed what you heard. And if you did, please click like and subscribe to help us out. And remember that we recommend that you exercise your brain at least once a week.